we gave the GPS coordinates, the precise GPS coordinates of a UN-designated school. It had a blue UN flag on the top of it to the Israeli army. Over a period of hours, we appealed to them, we begged them, we pleaded with them to allow a humanitarian pause, a window of opportunity, so that women, children, men, civilians, the sick, the elderly, babies, the dying could be let out of the conflict zone. We appealed desperately. We explained the situation at the school, but no answer came back that was positive. In the end, we could not do that civilian evacuation, and the consequences of that were absolutely tragic. The carnage, the pitiless carnage that you saw on your screens yesterday was the result. The number of people sheltering with the United Nations Relief and Works Agency in Gaza has now gone over 150,000. That's fast approaching 10% of the population in Gaza. These are desperate, traumatized people who had fled from their homes in response to the dramatically escalating Israeli ground offensive. They are in areas, in schools where buildings were meant to accommodate 1,000 students or so a day, coming in the morning, leaving in the afternoon. They're now overrun with people who are staying there 24/7, some for the 17th day. There's a desperate need for sanitation, for water. Don't forget that because of the blockade of Gaza, 95% of the water is undrinkable. So in these designated shelters, you turn on the water, turn on the taps, and salt water comes out. So we have to truck in every single litre of water to 150,000 people. That's just the water. There's food as well that we need to bring in, mattresses, sanitation equipment, all sorts of things that people staying in these shelters, frankly, in a war zone, desperately need. And now it seems that there is nowhere safe in Gaza. We've been hit, and it seems that every single one of our over 80 shelters, all 150,000 of those individual lives taking shelter with us, are today at risk.
And the Israeli military saying that perhaps this was a Hamas rocket that hit the UNRWA shelter.
Well, Qassam rockets are notoriously inaccurate. So the idea that within a few minutes a group of Qassam rockets could hit roughly the same area seems beyond miraculous. But if that's what the Israeli army and military spokesman and others like Mr. Regev are saying, that's fine. But, you know, it's perhaps useful to ask them why it is that weapons, when they fly into Israel, it's said that they're completely inaccurate. Apparently, they can all land in roughly the same space within a matter of minutes yesterday in Beit Hanun. I think that needs some kind of unpacking.